there, guys! YouTube, I'm sorry, I usually start everything with hey there, guys. Welcome to the second part of the Nukes Top 5 from May 31st. I meant to record this, but I've been dealing with a head cold and a few other things. Top 10 Scary Ghost Videos to give you pit stains. I think I forgot to say the title in the last one. This is a two-parter because he did a top 10. It was pushing 30 minutes, so I figured I'd break it down into two separate videos. We just watched the first 5. Now we're going to watch the second 5. There's very little else to go on. Of course, I am recording this live over on Twitch, so come and follow along, twitch.tv/EctoMaster. Link to this video specifically is in the description below, and of course, don't forget to subscribe and like and all that fun stuff. Without further delay, I don't know what I'm saying today. It is. Let's get into the video. This is the top 5 of the top 10.
The Village of Shadows. Japanese paranormal YouTuber Takachi Camera travels to a creepy abandoned village somewhere in the mountains of Japan. Over the years, many curious visitors to the old deserted village have claimed to experience terrifying paranormal activity.
Now, while we leave it on this creepy looking part of the video, I do want to say that unfortunately when it comes to a lot of these Japanese videos, they're Japanese horror videos, I don't believe them to be real, and 90%, I'd say about 99% of them, like most other videos, it's just staged.
So the YouTuber decides to see for himself if the ghost stories are true. Takachi goes inside one of the few remaining homes in the village to start his investigation. But no sooner than he gets all of his camera equipment set up, he starts to hear strange footsteps just outside the building.
So being outside could actually be absolutely anything from a person to an animal. I believe it's a person. I'm hiding my light despite the fact that there's another light outside and yeah, it's a person. Probably somebody working alongside him to create creepy shadows.
Takachi watches in horror as someone seems to be walking around his equipment just outside the abandoned home. Fearing the worst, Takachi believes that there might be squatters or other people roaming around the abandoned village. He decides that the situation is just too unsafe and decides to leave.
Good.
Now, as if that wasn't creepy enough, Takachi has no idea that this isn't the only spooky event that he recorded that night. Later, he's checking back over his footage, and he notices that as he was recording his video intro, he caught something absolutely chilling.
Placement, my dude.
"皆様お久しぶりでございます。今日はですね、とある廃村に来ているんですけれども、僕の動画を見ていただいている方の中には幽霊の存在を信じてない方も多いかと思います。僕もですね、今までいろんな心霊スポットに行ってとても危険な目に遭ってきました。ですが幽霊の存在を 100% 信じているわけではありません。なので今日もですね、いろんな取れ高アイテムを持ってきましたので、それを使って幽霊の存在を証明していきたいと思います。
Pause for dramatic effect. Like, that's almost textbook horror movie. I think they're here. Like, cheesy drama documentary bullshit. Oh, come on.
Takuchi is completely unaware that just behind him, a bizarre shadow-like figure is slowly approaching. So could it be that the paranormal YouTuber captured one of the spirits that previous visitors claimed to have seen? Or just what is this? Let me know what
editing.
you think.
Staged.
Afraid of the dark. The following footage was shared to Reddit by a
When it comes to shadow figures, most of the, I will say about 99% of the time, they are solid masses. They are not see-through in any way, shape, or form. Like, pretty much every single video I have seen of a shadow person, it's been a solid mass. Like, it is not, like, you can't kind of see through. Like, there is no see-through. There is a shadow there. Every picture, every video that I have seen of a shadow person has been solid. Stage.
Stern father who believes that his family might be dealing with an evil presence inside their home. He says that they've all seen and heard things in their house that they can't explain. So, late one night, the static camera in their kitchen captures this eerie sound.
So, I'm covering the timestamp. Let me move me for a moment. It's about 3:25 in the morning. I'll go back a few seconds. So hopefully you can see it there. It's about 3:25 a.m. That could be trains brakes, cars brakes. I know in Texas there was a test on some steam that was going on at some point, and people were freaking out from that. So knowing where they're at is a good idea. Like, there's quite a few things that could be. They obviously heard it.
This bizarre high-pitched sound was heard at 3:25 in the morning. Now, Reddit users are quick to write it off as either cars outside or the screeching of old plumbing. But the man who posted the video is not so convinced. Later, the worried father shares another video captured by his security camera. In the video, his daughter seems to get the scare of a lifetime.
About 6:30 in the morning. I'm not gonna move me.
The young girl is woken up when her radio suddenly turns on. The girl then claims that she saw a shadowy figure just standing in her room. She lets out a piercing scream as she jumps from her bed and runs to her parents' bedroom.
Now, just playing devil's advocate here, there is a thing called, I think it kind of along the lines of sleep paralysis, where you're awake, but your body hasn't gotten there yet. And it's kind of along the same lines where you're waking up and your mind is also waking up at the same time. So dream and reality can overlap a little bit. It's not a night terror. A night terror is way different, way different. But this is like your wake and your dream are overlapping. Some of the best examples that I can give that I've had have been like you wake, like my alarm has gone off and I hear it in my dream, you know. I think I woke up once like that with my alarm going off, and I thought I'm like sleeping to the alarm going off. And I'm like, wow, what is that beeping? And then wake up because the alarm is going off. I had one where, you know, I had it set to a radio station, and the weather and the news or whatever from the reporter was coming through somebody's mouth. I can't remember whose mouth. And then I woke up. This is along the lines of that, where she may have seen something, may not be there.
Her parents rushed to her room to check it out, but they don't
Glitchy camera is glitchy.
find anything. So what do you think is going on here? Is this just a child's overactive imagination
Possible.
or a nightmare?
Yeah.
Or could the girl actually have seen a scary shadow figure standing in her bedroom? Either way, I believe that one thing is certain, and that is that her terrified reaction is in no way fake or staged.
No.
But
I definitely don't think it's staged, but I do believe she may have misinterpreted what she saw.
you decide. The never-ending nightmare. These next creepy videos were recorded by Kathy Gallinger from the YouTube channel Paranormal Nightmares. I originally featured Kathy years ago after she began to experience unexplained activity in her home in Canada.
Okay guys, so I came in my room, heard a noise in the closet again. Closet's open. The dog hasn't left. Let's see what you hear.
These are old ones we used to see. I had questions on them before. I have questions on them now. That's just smoke from a candle, obviously. Probably used to hide the fact that somebody's using a string to open the door. Simple as that. Scared?
Now, the activity has begun to affect not only her cute little dog Lucy, but also her cats Salem and Stormy as well.
Not the cats. Or cats. I live with that kind of dog. Wow, those angry cats. Now, honestly, on that end, that could just be the cats interacting with each other. I think I talked about cats in my last video that I have, or may have been here. I don't know, whatever. I do know that when two of them get in close contact with them, they kind of hiss and growl at each other, even though they've lived in the same house for like 4 years. But since one spends the majority of her time upstairs and one spends all of her time downstairs, the two of them, when they get together, they kind of at each other. So I could see the two cats getting on each other's nerves. Happens. It's like, fuck this.
Stormy violently hisses at something that we can't see, and then jumps
Probably
onto
the
the
other
kitchen
cat.
counter to hide. Now, maybe this footage can simply be explained away as a cat just being weird.
Yes.
But this next clip is a lot harder to explain, and this time it's Kathy's other cat, Salem, that is caught in a quote, paranormal nightmare.
Okay, bullshit.
Salem appears to be spooked and is keeping a close eye on an old doll. Then an ominous dark cloud of smoke appears out of thin air, frightening the cat and sending it dashing away.
Looks like it's coming
in
from that
fear.
cross,
Kathy
honestly.
believes that her collection of antique dolls might have spirits attached to them. She
Yeah,
thinks
bullshit.
that these spirits might be causing the terrifying activity in her home. But what do you think? I highly recommend checking out Kathy's YouTube channel, Paranormal Nightmares, where she shares the many captures of supernatural activity in her home. Lurking.
Again, any channel or anything like that is like I had ghosts in my house. Here's all the evidence that I have that kind of brings it into question for me.
Outside. Take that.
Here's all the evidence, but no investigation on what it is.
User Bruno5M claims that he and his family often see strange things around their farm in Tucumán, Argentina, including the mysterious figure of a young girl dressed all in black, roaming the countryside. One night, without the family knowing, Bruno's young sister sees something outside her window, moving
But we don't talk about Bruno.
around in the dark. Inexplicably, she sneaks out to record all on her own. And needless to say,
Make the reference, I still haven't seen the movie.
it did not go well.
Hola chicos, estoy grabando este video porque mi papá y mi mamá se fueron a comprar una cosa en el almacén y mi hermano Seban está en la pieza, pero yo sentirlo alojado por acá. No sé qué está pasando, pero...
So here's my question. She doesn't sound like she's all that old. Like she sounds maybe about 8 to 10. Why don't you go get your brother? Why are you on your own? That's a question.
Quiero tratar de grabar. ¡Ah! Miren eso.
The girl's brother says that he and his family are shocked that the young girl went outside to film on her own. He says that she is doing fine, but is still a bit shaken up by the strange encounter to this day.
It's probably
So
her
what do
brother
you
that's
think this
there.
creepy figure with glowing eyes could be?
Her brother.
Paranormal or not? I leave it to you to decide.
It's not paranormal.
Run. YouTube user Adam Lowen and 2 of his friends are exploring an allegedly haunted house in Portland, Oregon. He says that he has heard strange, unexplained noises there in the middle of the night and has even seen things moving around in the dark. They plan to record proof of what Adam believes to be a paranormal phenomenon. It did not go well.
Turn on your flashlight. Okay.
No, but seriously, dude, if you die, I have to go home, and that's not very fun.
No, that's hilarious.
This is an old video.
It's not locked, dude. Check it out. Say that again.
Dude, somebody's told to live down here.
All right, wait. We're okay. What are you doing?
Is it on?
Yeah, what's going on?
All right.
Dude, I'm not going in there.
I'm not going there. Go.
Nicole, I think you should go.
Go.
This screams college film school. Like it just screams it. Down to the bad acting.
There's spider webs. You know it.
All right, let's do it. Let's leave.
Just afraid of spiders. Dude, come on.
What?
All right, go.
All right, let me get some footing here. It's kind of hard.
Dude, just go. Hurry up. You go.
Yeah, bullshit.
Dude, what the what was it? Get it, go.
A white shapeless apparition scares the out of them as it screeches out of a doorway, and the 3 friends run out of the house in abject terror. Now, this original video was uploaded way back in 2008, but to this day, Adam says that he has no explanation for what happened that night. Adam's never posted another paranormal video on his channel. He says that since that night, he has stayed away from the paranormal and has just dedicated his channel to his love for music and video games. So is it real? Or is it all just a 14-year-old elaborate hoax?
Yes, it's an elaborate hoax. This is not real. It's
Thanks
staged.
for watching my post.
And there we have it. That is the second video, the second half of the video. I thank you guys for watching along. We'll be back again with some more, of course. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and all that. Again, you can follow me live over on twitch.tv. I do these live. Sometimes I record while I'm doing it live. Sometimes I go back and re-record it just because of reasons, what have you. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. The awkward wave, because I don't know what else to do with it. It's like, it's just weird. It's weird.
to know ghosts.